Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the explosive developments coming this Friday, December 19th in Port Charles. The drama intensifies as multiple storylines collide, bringing shocking revelations, tense confrontations, and unexpected alliances that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Nathan steps up for Lulu. The West Spencer household finds itself in unexpected turmoil as Nathan West stands firmly beside Lulu Spencer during what appears to be a serious legal confrontation. The tension is palpable as Lulu delivers a defiant declaration to someone at her doorstep, boldly stating that they'll have to take her in if they insist on pursuing their current course of action. The question on everyone's mind is whether Detective Harrison Chase has arrived to create problems for Lulu, potentially regarding some unresolved matter from her recent past. What makes this situation particularly intriguing is the curious absence of both Nathan and Lulu from the courthouse. Even though Dante Falconieri is currently present for Willow Tate's high-stakes trial, given their close connections to the case and the people involved, their decision to remain at home raises eyebrows and suggests there might be more pressing matters demanding their immediate attention. Nathan, ever the protective and supportive partner, makes it crystal clear that he won't allow anyone to intimidate or pressure Lulu without going through him first. His fierce loyalty and determination to shield her from whatever legal hassle has appeared at their door demonstrates the strength of their relationship and his unwavering commitment to standing by her side no matter what challenges her eyes. Courtroom drama unfolds. Meanwhile, inside the Port Charles courthouse, the atmosphere is electric with tension as Dante takes the witness stand in what promises to be a pivotal moment in Willow Tate's trial. The detective is preparing to present crucial evidence that could potentially change the entire trajectory of the case. Traffic camera footage that he and Nathan meticulously discovered during their investigation. This isn't just any ordinary surveillance video. It's remarkably detailed footage that tracks Willow's movements from the hospital all the way to Drew Kane's residence, capturing her emotional state with startling clarity. The footage is particularly damning because it shows Willow visibly distressed with tears streaming down her face as she drives, all during the critical time frame when Drew was shot. The level of detail captured by the cameras is extraordinary, providing an almost minute-by-minute account of her journey and emotional state. This evidence appears to be virtually undeniable, creating a significant challenge for the defense team. Alexis Davis, representing Willow with her characteristic passion and legal expertise, leaps to her feet and vehemently objects to the admission of this evidence. Her objection is strenuous and forceful as she recognizes the potentially devastating impact this footage could have on her client's case. She argues before the judge with every ounce of her legal acumen, attempting to find any procedural or evidentiary grounds to prevent the jury from seeing this compelling visual record. Unless Jack Brennan has somehow managed to orchestrate an elaborate conspiracy involving a covert WASB operative planted within either the district attorney's office or the Port Charles Police Department to erase or tamper with the footage, the evidence will almost certainly be presented to the court. The fact that Brennan is nowhere near the courthouse at this critical moment suggests he may be unaware of this development or preoccupied with other matters entirely. Carly's dangerous game. Speaking of Jack Brennan, he finds himself in a completely different setting. The warm and deceptively comfortable kitchen of Carly's house. The mobster's widow is in full flirtation mode. Her charm offensive and high gear as she playfully suggests that Brennan should consider whatever she's offering as her early Christmas present to him. Her smile is inviting, her demeanor relaxed and engaging, creating an atmosphere of intimacy and trust that would make any man lower his guard. But beneath this seductive surface lies a web of deception and intrigue that Brennan hasn't even begun to suspect. Carly and Valentine Casadini have formed an unlikely alliance, secretly working together on an elaborate plot designed to bring Brennan down once and for all. The audacity of their scheme is breathtaking. Valentine is actually hiding in Carly's attic at this very moment, likely positioned where he can observe and eavesdrop on every word exchanged between Carly and the unsuspecting Brennan. The Casadini prince may well be watching with keen interest, analyzing every gesture, every word, every subtle shift in body language as Carly works her magic on their target. This dangerous game of cat and mouse could explode at any moment if Brennan discovers the truth about what's really happening under Carly's roof. Jason's secret request in another corner of Port Charles. Jason Morgan seeks out Jocelyn Jacks with an urgent need for assistance. The young woman's expression reveals her confusion and curiosity as she tries to understand why the legendary enforcer would come to her specifically for help. Jason's words carry the weight of serious secrecy as he emphasizes the critical importance of discretion, making it absolutely clear that nobody can know he came to her with this request. The nature of Jason's appeal likely connects to Jocelyn's recent investigative efforts regarding Henry Dalton's mysterious laboratory operations. Her initial search at the PCU facility yielded nothing of value, leaving her frustrated but not defeated. The second location she investigated, the same facility where Joe Palmy and Emma Scorpio Drake conducted their impromptu rescue mission. Liberating the captive dogs also appear to contain nothing more sinister than the kenneled animals themselves. However, Jocelyn possesses a crucial piece of information that others may not have. During an encounter with an intoxicated Henry Dalton, the scientist let slip a revealing detail about yet another laboratory location where the genuinely important and potentially dangerous work is actually being conducted. This third facility represents the real heart of whatever shadowy operations Dalton has been running, and Jocelyn's knowledge of its existence makes her an invaluable resource for Jason's investigation. The question remains, what exactly is Jason planning? And how dangerous will this mission become for the young woman who has already proven her courage and resourcefulness time and again? Britt's mysterious condition. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Dr. Britt Westbin finds herself in conversation with someone seeking either information or assistance with what appears to be Sonny Corinthos lurking in the background of the scene. The bridge delivers an intriguing response to her inquirer's request, revealing that there's just one catch to whatever they're asking of her. This cryptic statement suggests complications or conditions attached to fulfilling their request, leaving both the person asking and viewers wondering what obstacle or requirement Britt is referring to. One fascinating possibility is that Rocco Falconer may be the one approaching Britt for help with something. Given Lulu's recent return and her attempts to reconnect with her son while respecting his relationship with Dante, there could be medical or personal matters requiring Britt's expertise or intervention. Perhaps Lulu is considering implementing stricter boundaries or rules for Rocco. And the catch Britt mentions relates to this potential restriction. The involvement of Sonny in the background adds another layer of intrigue, suggesting this matter may have connections to the Corinthos family's ongoing concerns and protective instincts regarding the children in their extended family circle. Anna's terrifying captivity. In perhaps the most unsettling development of the day, Anna Dean remains imprisoned in what could very well be the dungeons beneath Windermere Castle. Her captivity takes a disturbing turn when she's startled by what appears to be some kind of diversion or distraction, prompting her to hurl an object across the room in a mixture of shock, anger, and defiance. The circumstances of what she's witnessing remain ambiguous. Is she looking up at a television screen mounted on the wall? Or could she be experiencing something even more technologically sophisticated? The truly chilling possibility is that Jen Sidwell and his associate Pascal are engaging in psychological warfare, gaslighting Anna through the use of advanced technology. They may have created a holographic projection of Caesar Faison, Anna's former nemesis and one of the most dangerous criminals she ever faced. The phrase Great Caesar's ghost takes on new meaning if this specter is indeed a hologram enhanced with artificial intelligence capabilities, allowing it to interact with Anna in frighteningly realistic ways. The true test of whether this apparition is real or technological trickery will come when Anna attempts to interact with it physically. If she throws another object and it passes straight through the image of Faison without making contact, she'll have her answer. This is an elaborate illusion designed to break her spirit and manipulate her psychologically. The question is whether Anna's sharp mind and extensive experience with deception will allow her to see through the sophisticated ruse before her captors achieve whatever sinister objectives they have in mind. Her survival may depend on her ability to distinguish reality from this high-tech haunting and maintain her mental fortitude in the face of this cruel psychological manipulation. Next, we will learn about the explosive investigation surrounding Drew Kane's shooting and the shocking web of lies, betrayal, and manipulation that threatens to tear Port Charles apart as secrets emerge and relationships crumble under the weight of suspicion. The investigation intensifies. Poor Charles finds itself consumed by one burning question that has dominated every conversation and headline. Who pulled the trigger on Drew Cain? The mystery surrounding the shooting has captivated the entire community, with speculation running rampant through every corner of the city. While numerous theories have circulated through the rumor mill, one name continues to rise to the surface with disturbing frequency: Willow Tate. Drew's own life. The evidence mounting against her has become increasingly difficult to ignore, particularly after last week's devastating revelation that sent shock waves through the Port Charles Police Department. Detectives discovered that Willow had fabricated her alibi for the night Drew was shot, providing false information about her whereabouts during those critical hours when someone ambushed him. This deception has transformed her from a concerned spouse into the investigation's primary focus, raising uncomfortable questions about what really transpired that fateful evening. A marriage built on betrayal. The relationship between Drew Cain and Willow Tate has been anything but conventional from its very beginning. Their connection started as an affair that rocked the foundations of multiple families when Drew brazenly pursued and ultimately stole Willow away from his own nephew Michael Corinthos. The scandal was explosive enough on its own, providing ample fodder for Port Charles gossip and creating deep rifts within the Quartermain and Corinthos families. Many of their friends and family members openly hoped that both Drew and Willow would face consequences for their actions, with some even wishing they would remain perpetually single as punishment for their betrayal. However, the situation escalated far beyond a simple case of romantic infidelity. Their affair triggered a devastating chain reaction that culminated in a bitter child custody battle, with Willow's children caught in the crossfire of adult drama and poor decisions. The stakes became impossibly high. And now many are wondering if someone decided that the only solution was to permanently remove Drew from the equation through violence. The Nannino revelation and its aftermath. Willow's feelings toward Drew underwent a dramatic transformation after she uncovered a truth that shattered whatever remaining illusions she had about their relationship. The revelation that Drew had slept with her mother, Nina Reeves, proved to be the breaking point that fundamentally altered their dynamic. The betrayal cut deeper than anything Willow had experienced before, exposing Drew's character in ways she could no longer rationalize or forgive. Despite this profound disillusionment and the obvious fractures in their relationship, the couple made the shocking decision to enter into marriage. However, this wasn't a union born from love or reconciliation. It was a calculated legal maneuver designed solely to strengthen Willow's position in her custody battle. By becoming Drew's wife, Willow gained certain legal protections and advantages that could prove crucial in court proceedings. The marriage was purely strategic. A business arrangement wrapped in the veneer of matrimony, making their current situation all the more complicated and suspicious. Willow under the spotlight among the various individuals who had motive and opportunity to shoot Drew Cain. Investigators have zeroed in on Willow as their primary suspect, and she now faces the very real prospect of standing trial for attempted murder. The intensity of the scrutiny surrounding her has reached fever pitch, with Assistant District Attorney Justine Turner leading an aggressive prosecution strategy that seeks to prove Willow's guilt beyond any reasonable doubt. A recently released promotional video for upcoming episodes shows Turner confronting Drew directly in what appears to be a pivotal courtroom moment, pointedly asking him whether he knows the identity of his shooter. The question hangs in the air with tremendous weight as everyone watches Drew's reaction carefully. What makes this moment particularly intriguing is that Drew appeared to experience a significant breakthrough in his memory during last week's episodes, suggesting that he may have recalled crucial details about the shooting. However, if his recovered memories point to Willow as his assailant, he has chosen to remain conspicuously silent on the matter, refusing to name his attacker despite obvious opportunities to do so. The game theory. A growing number of General Hospital viewers have developed a fascinating theory about what's really happening between Drew and Willow. These astute fans believe that both characters are engaged in an elaborate game of deception, each manipulating the other while pretending ignorance about the true circumstances of the shooting. According to this theory, Willow is indeed the person who shot Drew. Whether in a moment of rage, desperation, or careful premeditation remains unclear. More significantly, these fans suspect that Drew has already figured this out and knows full well that his wife attempted to kill him. If this theory proves accurate, it would explain Drew's puzzling behavior and his refusal to identify his shooter. He may be biding his time, gathering information, and preparing to use this knowledge to his advantage in some elaborate scheme. The psychological chess match between them would represent a new level of manipulation, even for these two characters who have already demonstrated their willingness to deceive and betray. The spousal privilege strategy. The timing of Drew and Willow's marriage takes on an entirely new significance when viewed through this lens of mutual manipulation. By legally binding themselves together as husband and wife, they created a powerful legal protection that could prove crucial in the investigation and any subsequent trial. Under the law, spouses cannot be compelled to testify against one another in criminal proceedings, a privilege that shields their private communications and observations from courtroom scrutiny. If Drew truly suspects or knows that Willow shot him, their marriage creates a strategic advantage that works in his favor. He gains leverage over her while simultaneously preventing prosecutors from forcing either of them to reveal damaging information about the other. This legal shield could be the key to whatever plan Drew is formulating, allowing him to control the narrative and timing of any revelations. The marriage that appeared to be solely about custody rights may actually serve a much darker purpose in Drew's calculations. A vendetta in the making. General Hospital spoilers are hinting at something truly sinister developing beneath the surface of this already complicated situation. According to these advanced teasings, Drew Cain is preparing to execute what may be the most ruthless and dastardly vendetta of his entire time in Port Charles. His history of manipulation and revenge schemes pales in comparison to what he apparently has planned. The question that has fans buzzing with anticipation is whether Willow will be the target of this elaborate revenge plot. If Drew knows she shot him and has been playing along, pretending ignorance while secretly planning his counterstrike, Willow could be walking into a trap she never saw coming. Drew has the motive of attempted murder and now potentially the means through their marriage and his protected knowledge. The vendetta could involve destroying her custody case, exposing her to criminal prosecution at the perfect moment, or something even more twisted that takes advantage of their legally protected relationship. Whatever Drew has planned, it promises to reshape multiple lives in Port Charles and potentially set a new standard for betrayal and revenge in the show's history. Next, we will learn about the remarkable journey of Nancy Lee Grahn, a beloved actress whose illustrious career has spanned nearly 5 decades in the world of daytime television. From her humble beginnings in the suburbs of Chicago to becoming one of the most respected and celebrated performers in soap opera history, Grahn's story is one of dedication, talent, and unwavering passion for her craft. Nancy Lee Grahn was born on April 28 in Evanston, Illinois, and spent her formative years in the neighboring town of Skoye. Growing up in the Chicago suburbs, young Nancy discovered her love for performing arts at an early age. Her theatrical debut came during her teenage years when she took the stage in a production of the classic musical Guys and Dolls. This experience ignited a fire within her that would shape the trajectory of her entire life. The young actress knew that if she wanted to pursue her dreams seriously, she would need to make a bold move. With determination and courage, she packed her bags and headed to the bright lights of New York City, where the theater scene was thriving and opportunities for aspiring performers were abundant. It was in the bustling metropolis of Manhattan that Grahn would land her very first role in daytime television in 1978, marking the beginning of what would become an extraordinary career spanning 47 years and counting. Grahn's entry into the soap opera world came through the doors of One Life to Live, where she portrayed Beverly Wilkes, the efficient and loyal secretary to the character Marco O'Dane. From 1978 to 1982, she brought this supporting character to life with professionalism and charm. What made her situation unique during this period was that she was not under contract with the show, which meant she had the flexibility to appear frequently without being tied down to a long-term commitment. The arrangement required her to provide only 7 days' notice if she decided to leave the show. This flexibility would eventually come into play when an exciting opportunity presented itself. Grahn was being considered for the role of Stella Seagull on NBC's crime drama series The Gangster Chronicles, and she exercised her right to give her 7-day notice to pursue this potential primetime role. However, this decision did not sit well with everyone involved. One of OOLTL's producers, Joe Stewart, took legal action against the actress for what he perceived as an abrupt and problematic departure, filing a lawsuit that could have had serious implications for her career. During this challenging time, Grant sought counsel from one of the show's most respected veterans, Erika Slesick, who portrayed the iconic character Vicki Lord on One Life to Live. Slesick, known not only for her immense talent, but also for her integrity and sense of justice, was outraged by the producers' actions against her colleague. Without hesitation, Slesick took it upon herself to intervene on Grant's behalf. She marched directly into Joe Stewart's office and delivered a powerful ultimatum, calling his lawsuit against Nancy mean and unwarranted. Slesick's willingness to put her own standing at risk by getting involved in a major legal dispute to defend a fellow actress whom she believed was being treated unfairly demonstrated the kind of solidarity and moral courage that is all too rare in the entertainment industry. This act of kindness and bravery created a bond between the two actresses that would endure for decades. Their friendship would come full circle many years later when Erika Slesick made a special appearance on General Hospital portraying the character Ronnie Bard. The reunion was emotional for both actresses and they finally had the opportunity to share screen time together in a memorable scene at the reading of Monica Quartermain's will, bringing their professional relationship to a beautiful full-circle moment. In 1986, Nancy Lee Grant's career took a significant turn when she landed the role of Julia Wainwright on the NBC soap opera Santa Barbara. This was not just another job. It was a career-defining role that would establish her as one of daytime television's premier talents. On Santa Barbara, Graham was paired with actor Lane Davies, who played the complex and intriguing character Mason Papel. The chemistry between Julia and Mason was electric, and audiences immediately fell in love with their dynamic relationship. The couple became one of the show's most popular pairings, with fans tuning in regularly to follow their storylines filled with romance, drama, and emotional depth. Grant remained with Santa Barbara until the show's cancellation in 1993, giving 7 years of outstanding performances that showcased her range as an actress. When Davies departed the show in 1989, it marked the end of an era for Julia and Mason fans. But it would not be the last time these two talented performers would work together. After Santa Barbara ended, Grant took a 3-year hiatus from daytime television to explore opportunities in prime time. During this period, she appeared in several notable television series, demonstrating her versatility as an actress. She had roles on Models Incorporated, the modeling industry drama that was a spin-off of Melrose Place. She also appeared on Seventh Heaven, the beloved family drama that captured the hearts of viewers across America. Additionally, she had parts on Melrose's Place itself, the wildly popular nighttime soap that dominated the 1990s, and Murder One, the critically acclaimed legal drama that pushed the boundaries of serialized storytelling on network television. These varied roles allowed Grant to stretch her acting muscles in different directions and prove that her talents extended far beyond the world of daytime drama. In 1996, Nancy Lee Grant returned to her soap opera roots when she joined the cast of General Hospital, taking on the role of Alexis Davis. This character would become the defining role of her career, and as we approach 2026, she is heading into her 30th year portraying the brilliant, complex, and deeply human attorney. Alexis Davis has been involved in some of General Hospital's most compelling storylines over the past 3 decades. From her complicated family dynamics with the Casadinis to her struggles with alcoholism, from her romantic relationships to her fierce protection of her daughters, Grant has brought depth, nuance, and authenticity to every aspect of the character. She has made Alexis a fan favorite and has earned the respect and admiration of colleagues, critics, and viewers alike. The reunion between Nancy Lee Grant and Lane Davies on General Hospital has been a treat for longtime soap opera fans. Davies first returned to work with Grant from 2002 to 2004 when he was brought on to GH as Dr. Cameron Lewis, who was revealed to be the father of Xander Smith, although both actors were on the show during this period. Their characters did not have extensive interaction on screen, which was somewhat disappointing for fans who remembered their magical chemistry from Santa Barbara. However, that would change dramatically in 2024 when Davies made another return to General Hospital, this time portraying Fergus Byrne, a sharp and formidable attorney. This appearance was strategically timed to coincide with the 40th anniversary celebration of Santa Barbara, paying homage to the show that had meant so much to both actors and to the devoted fans who had followed their careers. When Fergus Byrne went up against Alexis Davis in legal proceedings, it gave Gran and Davies the opportunity to finally share substantial screen time on General Hospital, sparking nostalgia and excitement among viewers who had been waiting years to see these talented performers work together again. Nancy Lee Gran's exceptional work has not gone unrecognized by the industry. She has received an impressive 13 Daytime Emmy Award nominations throughout her career, a testament to the consistent quality and impact of her performances. She has taken home the prestigious gold statue on 3 occasions, each win marking a significant milestone in her journey. Her first Emmy win came in 1989 when she tied with actress Debbie Morgan, who portrayed the beloved character Angie Hubbard on All My Children, for the Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series award. This shared victory was a beautiful moment that highlighted the incredible talent present in daytime television during that era. Grant's second Emmy win came in 2012, once again in the Outstanding Supporting Actress category. This time for her portrayal of Alexis Davis on General Hospital. The recognition affirmed that her transition from Santa Barbara to GH had been not only successful but truly exceptional. Most recently in 2025, Grant achieved what many consider the pinnacle of daytime recognition when she won the Outstanding Lead Actress Emmy. This win was for her devastating and emotionally raw portrayal of Alexis as she grappled with the tragic loss of her daughter Samikal. The storyline required Grant to dig deep into the darkest corners of grief, and she delivered performances that left viewers in tears and critics in awe of her abilities. Beyond her daytime work, Grant has also made memorable appearances in primetime television, demonstrating once again that soap actors possess the range and skill to excel in any format. One particularly fun crossover moment for soap fans occurred when she appeared on Castle, the popular crime dramedy that aired from 2009 to 2016. The show starred Nathan Fillion as Richard Castle, a mystery novelist who partnered with the NYPD to solve crimes. Fillion himself had soap opera roots, having played Joey Buchanan on One Life to Live before transitioning to primetime and film success. In the 10th episode of Castle's 5th season titled Significant Others, Grant portrayed a character named Samantha Voss, giving fans of both actors a delightful opportunity to see today veterans share the screen in a completely different context. In her personal life, Nancy Lee Grant is the proud mother of a daughter named Kate, who was born in 1988. While Grant has always been protective of her daughter's privacy, it is clear that motherhood has been one of the great joys of her life and has undoubtedly informed some of the emotional depth she brings to playing Alexis, a character for whom motherhood is central. In recent years, Grant has undertaken the ambitious project of writing her autobiography, a book that fans are eagerly anticipating. While no specific release date has been announced yet, the autobiography promises to offer readers an intimate look at her nearly 5-decade journey through the entertainment industry, sharing behind-the-scenes stories, personal reflections, and insights into the world of daytime television from someone who has lived it at the highest level. As Nancy Lee Grant continues to grace our screens as Alexis Davis on General Hospital, approaching her 30th year in the role, her legacy in daytime television is already secure. She represents the best of what soap opera acting can be, bringing intelligence, emotional honesty, and unwavering commitment to her craft every single day. Her journey from a teenager performing in Guys and Dolls in the Chicago suburbs to becoming a 3-time Emmy winner and one of the most respected actresses in daytime history is truly inspiring and serves as a reminder of what can be achieved through talent, hard work, and genuine love for one's art. Music.